Welcome to the greatest internet show you've never heard of, but we are making waves in the kiddie pool.
Now everybody, have you heard?
This is Jesse Matson. And this is his brother Sam Matson.
We're not from Columbus. We're from Vermont.
Together, they have created the dumbest internet show on the planet. It's literally an internet show about nothing.
Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
This is a show about the obscurities of everyday life.
What return policy do you have on beached boats?
Will you come get this?
The local big time show starts right now. Oh yeah, long weekend, all up in your asshole.
I'd like to dedicate this first lick to your mother.
And what's this, Memorial Day?
Memorial Day, dude. I always get Memorial Day and
Memorial
Labor Day mixed up, but I can see the calendar right there. It says Memorial Day. I'm cheating, but
Right.
thoughts and prayers to all our service members overseas, abroad, and people that have sacrificed.
We're big military guys. We have military family history.
Giant military family history.
Yeah. Sam and
Thank
I,
you.
not so much, but we respect you.
Went to a military school. No.
I don't know how much that counts.
Yeah,
I went
were you
to
in the
college.
Corps? No,
Not so much in the Corps.
not so much. I mean,
I had a buddy who was in the Corps.
I had a buddy. I walked next to him.
Yeah. I mean, he wore the weird ears.
He wore the stuff. I kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Dude, that long weekend in May,
Oh, I forgot
so
to tell you.
clutch.
Yeah, huge long weekend, but just breaking news that just happened before we got on the show.
Yeah, what do you got? What?
Jim Irsay just died.
No.
Owner of the Indianapolis Colts.
What?
Like
Oh my God.
5 seconds ago, I just saw the social media shit. Literally before we just hopped on this, I just saw it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, breaking.
That's
news.
crazy.
Yeah, football legend. He
did it
had that Al Davis energy, right?
Dude, he's been in the game forever. I mean, he's like Jerry Jones. You think Colts, you think Jim Irsay.
Yeah, he's like a Jerry Jones figure. He's got that gritty kind of,
You
old
know what's
owner energy.
You know what's kind of crazy? I couldn't tell you. There's probably like maybe 5 owners in the NFL that I know of. I couldn't tell you the rest. Like at Bengals, no idea. Chicago, it's like that old fuck. I don't know.
Well, I know kind of like the family. So like New Orleans. I don't know her name, but that's the family, and the guy just died, but the wife is still running it, right?
Like, I have no idea. I didn't even know there was like Ford. That's the only one. Easy, duh.
Right. And then
Like
we know
the
that like
Patriots.
the Cleveland Browns is that family, but it's only because the situation got so bad that you had to find out who the owners were, right? Like,
yeah. Seriously, that Deshaun thing really.
right.
But like, I couldn't tell you like Chargers. It's like Spagnuolo, maybe, right? Maybe not. I have no idea.
I don't know who owns the Chargers.
Like Seattle, who owns Seattle? No idea.
Seattle, I
Like,
have no idea.
Obviously, the
But for sure,
Patriots.
The Patriots are Kraft. The
Dallas,
Jets are
easy.
what's-his-face.
Let's just go through
Bills.
the who owns the Bills.
Bills, I don't know.
But then
The
I
Jets, we
think
know.
some of these
Patriots, we know.
teams, there's like a group that owns it. So like even then, it's
Right.
not really like an
Like
owner.
Washington is that investment group with Magic Johnson and right, like that's the new Washington.
But it's led
ownership.
by some. Did you ever see when they interviewed the owner for the Commanders when he was shit faced on live TV?
Look, we gotta get. It's preseason, but we'd still like to win.
Yeah, I mean, you're no
No
stranger.
idea.
You're no stranger to professional sports teams.
Oh yeah, he leads that investment group.
He leads that investment group. He's the face of it. But like, do you remember he was shit faced? He was like stumbling in the Monday night booth in the background.
Yeah, it's all of these like young ownership groups, right? Like the guys out in Utah.
Dude, that guy's awesome. He's like in his 40s. He owns 2 teams.
2 teams, and he owns it with an investment group behind him. He owns a majority share and then an investment group. I think
then
what
you
a
got-
lot of these like young investors did was they saw Mark Cuban go like, okay, I'm an investor. I'm also a entrepreneur, and then they saw that sports is a good way to dump your money. Like it's a good way to
That's right,
house.
baby. We own a men's league team. How are you? Pretty sweet investment.
But I think
We're
so
also
then-
owners.
So then, like, everybody started investing in the sports, and now you're seeing like these like women athletes are investing in NWSL teams, right? And Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes owns an NWSL team.
Breaking news. Do you see the upgrade on Patrick Mahomes' situation? Oh, you didn't see Brittany Mahomes?
Oh, what she did? You get
Let's
a
just say her headlights got a little bit bigger.
She got a move.
Dude, they're enormous. Good for her.
Yeah, hey, the boob thing. It's like I don't know. It's like
I don't even know if I
like it,
felt a
Drake,
fake titty.
To me, I don't know. I'm a little bit boring in the sense that like I like the fake ones. I like the real ones.
Yeah.
I can
I
tell
love them
the
all.
difference.
Big and
I can
small, we
clearly
do
tell
them
the
all.
difference. But like I like the fake ones. I think they're great and cool, and I like the real
I
ones.
don't think I've ever
they're great.
felt a fake one in my
You
life.
have. You've been to a strip club. You've definitely felt the fake one.
I would. I'm a visual person. I'm a visual learner. What are boobs?
You've been to a strip club. One of the girls at a strip club had fake tits that you touched. I guarantee it.
I might need a side by side. That's not creepy. That's just. I just.
No, it feels just like a little bit
Like
of
a bag of
inflated
sand.
balloon
Bag of sand.
with skin on it. Yeah,
Wait, bag of sand?
yeah, bag of sand. Bag of sand.
You
If
gay?
you've been to a strip club, 99% you felt the fake.
Silicone and hooker sweat go hand in hand.
I mean, do you remember like during that 90s, early 2000s era, like everyone was getting them. That was like the new big thing.
Tit
was,
jobs
like,
were awesome. It's like
Yeah.
tramp stamps.
I mean, and that show came out, Nip Tuck came out during that era because it was such a big thing. The TV show was made about it.
Dude, I love the guy who's got a fucking porcelain teeth and then his head is just pulled back so hard.
Got a little more work done, huh? Yeah, just a little bit, just tweaking.
Oh yeah, I love a Beverly Hills doctor who he himself has been worked on.
Oh my god. like when he dies, that
perfect
shit's not
hairline,
dissolving.
Straight, perfect tan.
I'm not even talking the perfect. I'm talking the guy who went a little bit on the cheaper route. Who's like, he's got these giant like horse teeth, and then his fucking forehead looks like it can't move.
Yeah, you were born like that. Yeah.
Like just his head's just pulled back so tight.
Yeah. No, everybody's looking for the life hack. It's right in front of you. Don't put it
Those
in your
celebrity doctors. Oh my god.
I love a good Beverly Hills doctor.
Just
full of
greasy
shit.
Beverly
Greasy
Hills.
as fuck. Shiny as shit. Right?
Oh, just a complete front. You walk in, you don't even know if the chair's real.
Yeah, it's absolute scammer. Trying to take everybody's money.
Just so greasy.
So greasy.
And the crazy part is people keep coming. Guys just talk so much shit.
When you
That's
get
like-
into that world of cheap plastic surgery, it can get really ugly and nasty.
Oh my god, dude. How about when you get in the world of any of that like shady shit of health and nutrition? Like, dude, those brothers that were like pumping steroids out of like a fucking van. Like, how do you have customers? How do you have customers and we're fucking grinding for 5,000 followers?
Oh my god. Did you watch the Liver King Untold Story of the Liver King?
No, that's on Netflix though. I want to see that.
I just watched it. I mean, I followed him all the way up. I've tried to get him on this show.
Fuck yeah, you told us last week.
Yeah, last week I tried to get him on the show to do the Netflix thing, but I couldn't get to him.
What
He took his whole thing was like meat, hardcore liver thing, and being like a carnivore and being like a dude.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't do steroids. Clearly, he did the steroids.
Clearly that was a swing and a
Doing the
miss.
steroids. It's just an age-old. It's not even. I don't mean this insulting to him. I just mean that almost to relieve him of it. It's a boring old story, right? Like
Yeah.
a bunch of these dudes took steroids and back in like the 90s and 2000s, and they were telling everybody they weren't taking steroids, but we all knew they were. They looked like fucking freaks.
Dude, you ever see the picture of Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, and Derek Jeter? Derek Jeter looks like a little kid next to those two guys. Their fucking traps
so
are like my chest.
They're fucking yoked out. So it's one of those things where, like, you know, he told everybody he didn't take steroids. We're all looking at him going like, buddy, you're 5'4" and you look like a bowling
5'4", 60 years old. You're pulling a truck.
But nobody cares. Like, that was the thing that was so frustrating about it, was he kept going around saying, like, I'm not taking steroids. I'm not taking. Nobody gave a fuck about that part.
Just the fact you're that jacked at that age, that's like, that is an unbelievable thing.
Right.
Like,
that
to
was
be.
the thing. It was like, it didn't matter how you got to that. Like,
yeah. You can take steroids and still be fat. I watched a True Life of this gay dude who was taking steroids and didn't work out. You remember that? I think we watched it together.
Yeah. You don't fucking gain
He didn't gain any weight. He juiced up for nothing.
The steroids go in your body.
Remember Johnny Drama? He goes, didn't you juice for wrestling tryouts? Yeah, I didn't make the team.
No, it's like... So it's,
like, dude, to go through that, to destroy your kidneys and not work out, that's like the biggest slap in the face ever.
Like, what are you doing to your body?
Dude, you have the greatest gift ever. You could lift a pencil and be shredded. Why are you not doing anything right now?
Doing absolutely nothing.
You know what's making a huge comeback right now? Creatine. Do you remember creatine? Yeah. How it got like a dark kind of like cast little shade thrown at it?
Yeah, it was because of the water and all that.
But now they're saying creatine's really good for your mental memory. Oh. So they say if you're tired, if you take, I forget the number of scoops of creatine. If you take creatine, it'll wake you right up instantly.
I believe it. I've taken creatine. I used to take creatine when I'd lift. Like, once I was done with sports in college, I used to take creatine.
You used to take creatine in prep school just to pack on muscle.
I took actual steroids in prep school. I had to cycle out, but yeah, no, because I was too small. I had to get more here. But, yeah, and I've taken creatine. I took, like, when I was at Sony, and I was just, like, lifting and stuff. It gets you fucking absolute. Steve
Dude,
Weber
it's
and I
awesome.
Steve Weber about it. Steve Weber and I used to take this stuff.
That skinny fucking string bean could pack on some weight.
We used to take this stuff called Dark Rage, and by the time we got to the fucking gym, you know, it would feel like your whole body was sweating needles. Right? Like, you'd be like, you get that tingly feeling.
Are you sure you don't have testicular cancer?
Dude, your gym's out in LA. Oh my God. There was a sign about steroids on the fucking wall. That I've never seen that ever in Vermont.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Vermont, you know who I'm working out with at 10 a.m.? The dude's about 100, okay? He's on 2 hip replacements.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I love the California gyms. Are fucking crazy. It's just a meat farm.
Dude,
right? Like,
you just buy a gym membership. Just one day, just sit there, just watch. I could watch people all day, dude. Some of these people are, it's like a fucking museum. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, if you get real specific in sculpting and stuff, it's like,
I know, but you're like in the Mecca, right? Like, people make money off this. Like, I'm dealing with the Pilates mother with 4 kids in our state.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Like, I'm walking.
No, I'm dealing with the guy who's trying to get the magazine cover.
Dude, like who's at like grinding it out at the lowest level of fucking muscle farm, who like 10 years from now you see on the cover, you know?
Right. Yeah. Some of those guys, Venice Beach.
Dude, I was just about to say Venice Beach. That I saw a guy in his 60s just like lift all the weights.
Yeah.
Like, that gym is outdoors. That's how fucked up it is. Yeah, Gold's Gym. We walked into Gold's Gym. I just sat there for 30 minutes watching dudes just lift.
Yeah. And just like absolutely sculpted human beings, like out of marble.
Like, literally, the shit you see in magazines, you got to see like in person. It was the craziest thing in the world.
I love like looking at those exercises and stuff, because it gives, like, you know, when you're, oh, I'm looking good, I'm looking thin, and then you look at one of those guys, you're like, okay, I got way to go.
And I need some more.
Now I need to do some fucking
fuck.
I thought my arms looked good today.
Fuck me.
Just grab a hold of something, bite your lip, and give it hell. Come on. We're going to get through this.
All right. Ready, go.
Stop.
Right or left?
Left.
Left. Wow, our first double.
Damn it,
I can't
dude.
believe I just said that, and then we got our first double. That's kind of crazy.
I've been riding with that left because I've been fucked over the last time.
You want to see what right is?
Yeah.
Oh my God, right is so good. The perfume, the ocean.
It's Ocean by Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein? No, that's my idea. They stole my idea.
By Kramer.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
The beach.
The beach. The beach.
Do you have a Funko Pop of Kramer in his underwear?
Let's see.
Is that a poster
Funko
Pop? No.
So there is one, but I don't have it. I have the one that you gave me, which is Kramer standing in front of his own
mural.
His own mural, and it's a big one.
I want that one so badly. I got the one in his underwear.
You gave it to me. You're the one who gave it to me for my birthday.
I want one for our
collect.
studio. Dude, our
I'm
Funko
excited to like
sweet.
when we were able to like get in the same office or same area.
Oh man, the tech deck ones.
To see what our collection will look like combined in one office.
Our office is gonna be with the memorabilia that we have is gonna be sick. I want to get all those signed jerseys that we have in the basement the signed jerseys in the basement framed. Like we could. The shitty part is, I hate running out of space.
So that's my issue now, is that I only have like maybe like half of the wall left.
I'm torn because I hate looking at the fucking big gaps that I've set up to fill in eventually, like over time.
Yeah.
But I also like if I get something that I haven't planned for, you're like, fucking, I gotta find a place for this.
That's my thing is like I don't have any more room for tech.
Yeah, you are literally floor to ceiling.
Floor to ceiling, every
like at least I haven't covered the baseboard yet. Like I got a little leeway. I got some slack. Like you are floor to ceiling.
Well, it's
like you've been stacking this shit.
Like I just basically used it as wallpaper.
When you take those off, when you leave, the paint's gonna be like pristine.
Either two things. It's gonna be like pristine, or you're gonna see
like
only
the lines.
The tiny lines. Like we see it every day.
It's just checkerboards.
Yeah, the whole thing is checkerboard with white and off-white.
So I'm gonna have to repaint this because everything.
So I'm not getting the security deposit back.
That fucking security deposit,
dude.
Dude, those little assholes. They'd fucking point. It's like an Airbnb. They'd point out the smallest thing that was already there. They're like, well, I gotta pay for it now.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's the biggest scam going.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Have you seen this house that you rented to us? It's the
Dude, that's what we used to say. We'd be like, security deposit on 12A? Are you fucking kidding me? This place is about to fall down.
You're welcome. You even get renters.
About to have a lawsuit from us to you.
How about I call in the state and let's check out the premises and see how legal this situation is.
And the coding
on this bitch. Yeah. Oh, now I got my security deposit back.
Oh,
shocker.
yeah, all of a sudden I got that security deposit.
Dude, the guy tried to charge us. We rented the place. There was shit. So we had like a garage that we never used.
Yeah.
Because there was shit fucking filling the attic top to bottom. And when we left, because it was just being passed down, like just through the hockey team. So then when we left, the guy was like, well, you got shit in the attic. We're like, dude, that has been there for like 20 plus years, buddy.
Yeah, that's not our shit. Yeah.
Like, that's not our shit, okay? There's like hockey equipment up there from like 20 years. Like it's like a Bauer 5. It's like, dude, no one wears these ever.
Like that. This is clearly your stuff.
Like Easton Z bubbles just taped up there, like 30 of them, like blades. Dude, oh my God, cleaning those college houses at the end of the year. That's why I don't get sick.
That's why we don't get sick anymore.
We lit
right.
fucking
actor cards. Fucking 12A, man.
Oh my God.
I mean, I had a great, but it was a fucking hole.
It was a hole in the wall, but it was our hole in the wall.
I had a great time, but it was a fucking shithole.
It was a liability.
It was a straight homeless shelter, is what it was. I've seen homeless shelters that are better than that.
Way better condition.
Yeah.
Possibly meth labs being surrounding the college students.
Meth labs way better than that place. What?
Dude, the neighbors, those are meth labs.
In that area, for sure, was like the worst area.
Dude, there was like,
call it a worst
there was
area.
like cars with no tires on like cinder blocks in the back.
People living in homes and shit.
Just ran.
Like,
just shit just popping in and out. Like dryers just left out in the yard.
Fucking me, Sereno, and Bell. And fucking 12A. God, so brutal. Igor. All right, ready, go.
Stop.
Right or left?
Left.
Left. Oh, this is a good one. It's Shelley Duvall. She's an old timer. She was really great. This is from the movie Brewster McCloud, but you probably recognize her from The Shining as the wife of Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
She's great in that.
Yeah.
Was she big in the 80s then?
What?
Was she huge in the 80s?
She was huge in like that era. I don't even remember when The Shining came out. I think it was like late 70s, early 80s maybe.
Is that when The Shining came out? Is that a Stephen Hawking?
No.
Or what? That's the guy in the wheelchair.
Hawking is the guy scientist in the wheelchair. Stephen King. King. I don't think it was Stephen King. I think, or it may have been a Stephen King book. I don't remember, but it was.
Is that about the Mount Washington Hotel, or was that filmed in Mount Washington Hotel?
Yeah, that's the one about the hotel they go to. It's haunted with the twin girls.
But something actually happened there while they were filming,
it's based off of a story, based off of a real thing, I think.
But didn't something happen when they were filming there or something like that?
So it's like, I wish I had like the
knowledge
sheet next to me. In movies, it's like an epic movie that people study because Kubrick did this thing with like patterns and like colors and certain things that were supposed to tell you clues in the movie about certain stuff, right? And so it's one of those movies in cinema that people study for art. Now, I know there's also a whole thing connected to it about the hauntings and about how, like, the scariness behind it. So that's a whole nother story I think people jump into. Is that, like, I think there was an actual real hotel where there were a few murders that happened. And I think maybe Stephen King took that real story and, like, made a fictional version. But, like, all of this stuff I don't know. I'd have to, like, double check.
Yeah, double check. I actually never seen The Shining all the way through. I've only seen...
I don't think I've seen it all the way through. For me, it's a little bit... I hate to say this, but boring. Yeah.
You know what was kind of boring? Taxi Cab with De Niro. Or Taxi, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, Taxi Driver.
Yeah, dude. All they kept doing was talking. Nothing fucking happened.
And if you're... The problem with the talkie movies that are great from back then is that if I didn't grow up in that time and I don't remember what was going on in the social structure. So they could be talking about stuff that's really relevant and really poignant, but because I was born in 84, I don't have a fucking sense of reference for it.
Yeah.
So it's just people
way
talking.
Better now.
I just think, like, if you made it now, the conversation in the car would be totally different, right? Like,
yeah. Hey, did you see this? Did you see the All American Rejects? You know that band?
You see my face up against you, hell, up against you, hell. When you walk my way, up against you, hell, up against you, hell.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
I'm not sure about what you're going to say, but I think I may have.
They've become so down to earth, you can request them to show up to your birthday party.
They have rejected the arena studio tour situation.
Yeah, like they're so anti-corporate now. They're like shitting on all of it and fucking calling out the industry. And
they've said that they are only playing backyard parties now.
Dude, sick.
You can message them when you're having your backyard party, and they may show up. This is what I read.
Yeah, sick.
I don't know if this is true or not.
How do we get them to show up to our backyard party? Yeah. And I love All American Rejects. Okay, they have so many jams. That's like my childhood.
They're great. It's a great band.
I watched that guy play at the bowling alley on Twitter when he was talking about how they're just like, yeah, if you just send us a message, we may show up.
Yeah.
Dude, they played at a fucking bowling alley. Unreal.
There should be a reason for them that we should figure something out.
Dude, let's get them on. I wonder if we DM like, hey, listen, will you guys come on the show? They probably would do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they would definitely come on the show. Probably. I don't know if I'd love to have like a party.
Fuck yeah, Memorial Day. Let's text them.
Oh, Brigham is the perfect place for a memorial party.
Dude, we already got the fucking stage, that porch on the next to the pool.
Yeah, we've got the perfect setup.
They blast right out to the backyard.
Yeah, we got a great backyard setup. We got great porches. We got great area for food. Plenty of like parking on the side and in the area. Yeah. The best part about having a house in the rural area is that you don't really have to fucking ask permission for shit.
You answer to nobody.
Yeah.
You don't see anybody. You don't know anybody.
Yeah.
You answer to nobody. But, dude, that's awesome. And when we get famous, we'll do the same thing, too. I will show up at your birthday party, shit-faced, hit on your mom, and leave.
If you and I'm going to tell you right now, if we start, like, selling scripts and making movies and shit, it's going to be hard to get me out of the house for anything other than to go to a sporting event or to make a movie, right? Yeah. Meaning this, I don't want to leave the
castle.
Yeah, I'm going to set up a fortress that has everything I would ever want in it. The fucking, like, all my toys, all my fucking warehouses.
I want the bowling alley. I want the basketball court.
Unless I have to leave to go see a sporting event, or I gotta go leave to like go do another movie, why the fuck would I leave my own house?
Why would I leave the complex? I want a golf cart to little
I'm gonna try
sections.
to build us a lazy river. I've looked into the glass that you need to fill a bowl to not allow water to drain through. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig a lazy river around the property fill it with glass pebbles. On the bottom of glass pebbles, and then the water won't go through the ground, but it won't need chlorine. Does that make sense?
That's sick. How'd you find that
out? So the Mayans used to do this thing where they would farm their land in a canoe.
Yeah.
And so they would build a river around the farmland, and then they would build like a Zamboni. They would build 2 lanes up and down the farm areas, and then in the canoe they would fill it with water, the canal around the farmland area, and then they would take the canoe and they would canoe, and then they would hop off the canoe and farm the land, and then hop back on and paddle all the way around and go farm that area.
It's genius.
It made it so that the area had water so that the crops never went dry, right?
Yeah.
And it made it so that they could get around the crops fast enough so they didn't have to walk across the whole fucking farm area.
Yeah.
They could just get in the waterway and take them around. So I thought for us, like, if I have a home,
I see lazy river.
I see lazy river. I see lazy river, right? And what they would line the bottom and the sides with clay and then glass pebbles on top of the clay to keep the water in the canal and not going into the ground.
Yeah, that's sick.
So I see lazy river.
I see lazy river all over that.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why, if I have the money and that's our brain, why the fuck am I leaving anything? I'm gonna build.
I want to build the factory.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave that area. Okay, I can get shit faced on my own dime. No one bugs me.
Whatever we want, we can make it on our property, right?
Yeah.
You want a tree house, we make a tree house. You want a fucking
Just land. Just so much land.
You want a dirt jump? We'll get the backhoe. We'll make a dirt jump. Like you just make whatever you want to make.
Yeah. I mean, I love lazy rivers. I think I have the record for the most laps at the JP.
Think about a big house, and you have your backyard all like a nice field with the backyard, and then think about if the whole backyard just had this like not a river, but just like a tiny little kind of lake thing around it.
Yeah.
Sick. You could just like jump in, just like chilling it, go floating around the fucking
Oh my
property.
God, I love lazy rivers. It's the greatest invention ever.
Yeah, I think it's sick, and it doesn't like take a whole lot of stuff, and it's not that hard to do. I think people in their head make things out to be way harder than they are.
That's what she said.
Yeah, everyone's a big bitch nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're all big pussies. Speaking of which, big pussy, how about my toothpaste? It says 95% can remove stains. So I'm thinking about this today. They're so full of shit. You know, no one's sitting there doing doing the stats, right? So like, if your teeth are stained, they're like, well, you know, it's 5%.
Yeah, and like the toothpaste thing is like the biggest scam going. Like apparently the stuff they put in the toothpaste rots.
Terrible for you. So fucked.
Yeah.
That's like fluoride. They're removing fluoride from the water. So those little hey, it's good for you.
It's good for you. No, terrible for you.
No, makes you stupid.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I think
I
drinking
use that Tom's toothpaste. It's supposed to be
that stuff's really good. How about fucking yeah, dude? Also, toothpaste. They also put terrible chemicals in your toothpaste now, which is crazy. And in your deodorant, you can get breast cancer.
The deodorant's a big one, and the sunscreen.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why the fuck do all these people want to give us cancer?
Well, I see now why everybody from the age of 50 to 80 got cancer and is dying.
Oh my God. Yeah, no shocker. There was like
Every
no cancer.
Product they ever put on the shelf have fucking cancer in it. So
they just all have taken shortcuts to just fucking like, yeah, you know, it's not bad for you in trace amounts. Beautiful. They didn't realize trace amounts.
For my entire life. What's that?
Yeah, use it for my entire life. Trace amounts. Over time, that adds up.
Yeah, that's gonna cause you cancer.
Yeah, I don't know where the cancer came from. Yeah, I'm
I'm telling you, we're gonna have this big like
resurgence in health.
Yeah, where everything changes, where it all gets healthy.
And RFK, dude, the guy's leading the charge. He's already gotten food dye out of coloring out of food or food dye out of
US
whatever.
Getting all dyed out. Yeah.
Yeah, which like, dude, why did this take so long? Like,
if you had asked me, this is the part that I get pissed. You should have asked the consumer. You should have said, look, you can have this piece of candy and it'll look this kind of red. Or I can give you this piece of candy and it'll look a little bit more red and cooler, but this is going to kill you over time. Yeah. I would have taken the less coloring.
You're right. You can get beet juice and the red is a little darker.
It's what you wanted it to do, it's not worth killing children about. Like,
yeah. Like, not, you don't have fucking
kidneys? We just wanted it to look vibrant.
You know, kidneys at the age of 12?
I gotta put this in my fucking body and you're doing this for views?
Anybody who comes at us, know that we come back at you twice as hard.
Alien stickers? Yeah, what's the question?
Oh, hit me with an alien sticker.
Alright, ready, go. Speaking of aliens, I should send them some of these stickers.
Oh my God, dude. He would love that.
You got an alien on a skateboard doing a wheelie saying radical.
Oh, dude, that background's sick.
That's badass, right?
That's awesome. That's a tie-dye background. That would be awesome on a t-shirt.
Right? I think that's sick.
That collection's awesome. Did you get that at on Amazon?
Yeah, so on Amazon, I typed in alien stickers, okay?
Yeah.
The first 4 things that pop up are like 300 alien stickers for $10, 500 alien stickers for $50, 40 alien stickers for $4, So I just picked on like the middle one and was like, I'll take 300 for $10. And they sent me this pack of 300 stickers. We still haven't even gone through. Like, we do them on the show every time. This is what we've gone through. We've gone through this many.
That's crazy.
And so, like, I don't even, like, I haven't even, like,
scratched the
really,
surface.
Like, look at, yeah. So I don't know. I guess it's just some, like.
Do you remember at the fair where they have that sticker bin? That's where they must get a lot of this shit, right?
That's kind of exactly what it's like, except they were all alien topicked, right?
Yeah.
Like,
they have like millions. I've never seen so many. They have a bin that's just like like you couldn't even like if you tried to like find one. It's like you have to like just like look and like if it shows up, it shows up. There's just so many.
Yeah,
you can't go through them all.
Whatever catches your eye has to catch your eye because it's too much.
How you doing over there? Not too good.
How low does your life have to get to where you're taking your court case to Judge Judy? How do you get on Judge Judy?
Like, I think you have to have. I'm curious how those court cases happen too, because there is.
They
some
find
sort
the
of,
most white trash people ever, so I'm seeing a pattern here.
I'm wondering if they go to the court system and say, "Hey,
give
what
us your best
cases
ones
do you have?" And then the producer contacts them, because here's the thing: it's a fake show, but it's not a fake show in the sense that like
the court
those
rulings
are real cases.
Yeah,
and that's like so they're not cases. They're not like high important level cases. They're very, very what would be considered low level cases in the lawyer world. But like, I'm wondering too, like how they must go to like a precinct or to a local judge court and go, hey, what are like your bottom 100 cases? And then they try to like go and contact those people to see if instead of going to the regular judge, they want to go on the show about it.
What cases do you don't want to deal with?
Because she's actually making real judgments, like that whole.
And she's been doing it forever.
Yeah, like it's not.
And
scripted,
I love the post game interview after it's been said and done.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How they get that. I've been thinking about that too, because like if you were at a court case and they go, yeah, Judge Judy wants it, do you want to go on?
Right? Because that's the thing, like they're legal cases. They're real cases. It's not
legal cases.
If it was a scripted show, you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, these are two actors, blah blah blah. They gave them a scenario, but
you could go on Judge Judy, not happening. We'll pay all your lawyer fees. And where do I sign? Done. We're like, done. Done. You can represent yourself. We won't charge you anything. We'll put you up in a hotel. Done.
I mean, small claims court is stuff that's like under $5,000, right? So
is that all she does? Small claims court?
Yeah, it's small claims. So small claims are like under $5,000. I think.
There
so
must
maybe
be
it's
just
her
like
own court, and you go there and you sign up for it like normal, like you would a normal small claims court situation.
But then I'm thinking like just the legalities from like the filming of someone without their permission. Yeah. So like you're suing this guy and you have to ask him if he wants to go on Judge Judy.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Like
most people have to agree to going on the show even though they're having an argument. Right?
And then you're like, I think I got a good case. I'll probably win it on Judge Judy, or I'll get humiliated.
No, you're gonna get humiliated in front of everybody.
Yeah, and then they're gonna stick a camera in your face and ask you how the court sesh went.
Yeah.
Well, and there's no lawyers. That's the best part. Zero lawyers.
No, you
represent yourself.
You are representing you, my friend.
Yeah, why don't we
how
put
about the Magic 8-Ball screwed us on the fucking Celtics pick? Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
but it was pretty lights out in the Western Conference.
I was gonna say it got it on the Edmonton pick though.
It's a Cali.
I think. Wait, it picked Dallas and
Edmonton.
I think it picked all the hockey ones, right?
Hockey ones, right? And it picked the Western Conference in basketball.
Yeah. Okay. Magic 8-Ball's doing all right.
It fucked up on the Celtics. That was the biggest whiff.
Yeah.
But, not
maybe
his
that's
fault.
because
Didn't see Tatum tearing his fucking
Didn't
Achilles.
see the injury.
Yeah, we didn't shake the ball for the Achilles, but we did shake the ball for everything else.
We'll do it again when the series get a little bit closer, because these 7-game series, you need to get that first 4 games out of the way.
And we want to prove that the Magic 8 Ball is an absolute parlay machine.
It's a parlay machine, right?
And now sports.
There's nothing really like...
Dude, big weekend, though. You got Final Four in lacrosse.
Oh, really? They've made it through...
College lacrosse.
Yeah?
Well, usually I've been following zero college lacrosse, but I do know Memorial Day is when they have the national championship.
Yeah. I think
one
game. I watched the Ivy League championship, I think, for a half.
So one of the doctors that I don't work for, but because he does the pedo side, his son plays on Cornell.
Oh, okay. And are they in it?
Yeah, they're in the Final Four.
Oh, wow. So they must have won the Ivy.
Yeah.
And then, see, here's the thing about people don't know this about the lacrosse tournament. It's actually really tough to get through because they pick 32 teams.
They don't pick many.
No, I'm saying, you got to get through. Okay, so you got to win your conference. If you don't win your conference, then you get put into the bottom half of a bucket, which is really hard. But then it's 16 teams. So you got to win. It's just it's minus 2 games from being like a basketball situation. So it's a lot longer than I think people think it is. You have to get through the first weekend and then make it to the second weekend.
Yeah. I feel so bad for spring sports. They get shafted so hard.
Just get no coverage.
They get no coverage they start in February, so half of you are in winter.
Yeah.
And then really by the time you think about spring sports, it's playoffs. It's May. You're like, oh yeah, I wonder what lacrosse is looking like. You tune into April, they're playing for their conference championships.
Yeah, you know what I started getting into a little bit during the summer, and it's just because there wasn't much else on, is the college baseball playoffs.
See, that lasts forever. That thing goes in almost July.
And it's around when there's not a lot of other big sports on TV. Yeah. Once the NHL and NBA decide, it's pretty much it.
Which is crazy because you could graduate school and still play 2 months after.
Yeah.
College baseball, it's turned up. I've been following a lot just because every time I work out, it's in the morning-ish.
Right.
And there's a lot of college baseball on at 12.
Yeah, and there's just nothing else on in that span.
And they play so many in baseball. They play so many fucking games.
I know.
Some of these college stadiums are sweet. I wish they got more packed, but I get it because it's fucking baseball, right? Baseball, they play 1 million games. They don't really care about attendance.
1 million games, yeah.
I watched Texas versus Texas A&M, and that's when the Texas A&M coach left to go to Texas. Made that big.
Oh right.
Remember, he's like, I'm not leaving. Leaves 20 minutes later, and
go to the rival.
Yeah, and it was Texas at Texas A&M, so it's a homecoming for that coach. So huge rival, but the stadium was half full on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But again, they play each other they play series, right? So it's a rivalry over 4 days.
That's always gonna hurt you, the multiple games.
Because they play each other Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So by Sunday you have half a crowd. It's Sunday. Saturday's the most packed. Typically it's middle of the day.
It's a really unpopular opinion, but they do it in Sweden, and I think it's genius in the floorball. They make the final a single game. So and I understand why people hate it. I get it, right? But I think that some of these other sports would become more popular faster if they did this. It's like if the NBA and the NHL went 7-game series, 7-game series, 7-game series, and then the final game is just 1 game.
That's how they do it in floorball?
So in floorball, they go 7-game series, 7-game series, 7-game series, and then the team that comes out of each division, they play 1 game for the final.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
It's way better. Because it makes the excitement for that 1 game gets fucking crazy.
Yeah.
because they played a war up to that point.
It's a grind.
So it's kind of like letting them off the hook. Yeah, it's like letting them off the hook for a war in the final battle, but to just have the one game and just fucking...
It's not nutrition. It's just like whoever shows up.
Right. Because
these 7 games are like...
Yeah, I had a Swedish kid tell me about it. He said in their minds, making it to the championship game should be the accomplishment. You've had to battle through and battle through and battle through, and you've made it to the championship game, and now you're in the final arena, and it should be a one-off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You shouldn't have to have a war of attrition for the final game.
Yeah, that's pretty much how these 7-game series are.
Well, it's not exciting in the NBA and the NHL because by the time, unless it's a 7-game, if it's
you
a
tune
7-game,
in by
then
game.
you're like amazing.
Exactly, like game 1 and 2, not that important. You tune in game 3, see how it's going. Game 4 could be elimination, then you watch it. Game 5, 6,
Even
7.
If the team's up 3-1, it's not exciting anymore. You're like, oh, are they just gonna get them in one of these last 3 games?
Awesome.
Right. So I love that idea. I think they should all do it.
Yeah, it's
because I think getting out of the Western Conference or getting out of the Eastern Conference should be the battle.
Yeah.
And then the Stanley Cup should just be single. People hate that idea because they're like, no, I put in all this work. The better team should get it. I just think it would make it more exciting.
Yeah, because it's like the Super Bowl. One shot. That's all you get. If you show up, great. If you don't, kill yourself.
Yeah, it just makes it the thrill, amps up the thrill.
Did you see The Office is coming out with a remake?
We need to talk about the return of a fan favorite sitcom. You guessed it, The Office.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
NBC announcing the next chapter of the hit series will premiere in September. This one's called The Paper and will follow the staff at a local newspaper. You're looking at the first picture from the show with actor Domhnall Gleeson front and center.
Wow. That's what they're saying, but I don't know if they're actually... Yeah, but is it going to actually happen?
Oh, they haven't filmed it yet? I didn't know that.
No, they haven't filmed it yet.
Oh. So it's still in the works then?
Yeah, they've been doing this now for the last 10 years. So they were going to have a show about Dwight's farm. That was the first one that was going to be a spinoff. That never happened.
So I think this one might actually air this summer.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Dude, all I know is these fucking hardcore Christian followers are the horniest people ever on TLC. What's that other show there where they fucking have 20 side pieces, but their wife's okay with it, but they're it's what God wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really? Wish I had that sort of pull. If I pulled that line out, I'd get shot.
When you had normal sex urges, you fucking put them away, and now that you're an adult, they're all coming bucking back.
But the craziest part is, I watched this one show. I forget the name of it. It's on TLC too. It's this. The guy's got 2 wives. He's trying to have 2 wives, right? Yeah. But he's telling the girl it's what our religion wants. God wants me to have this Brazilian chick with big boobs.
God wants to have 2 fucking headaches. Jesus Christ. I don't think so, bud. Everybody, here's the thing, and I love it. I heard this clip. All of these with the religions and the cults, it's all fucking good and plenty until these fucks get into the sex shit, right?
Yeah.
Every cult that you've ever seen starts out like this. This is a really great idea. I love it, right? And then by episode 3, you're like, oh, they got into the sex shit. It's just the same thing with every single one of these motherfuckers. If they just had a normal sex life, they wouldn't get into these fucking weird sex situations.
Dude,
just fuck people like normal. What is your issue? It's no, we gotta have a whole cult about it, and then we gotta have a whole issue.
Gotta bang you, gotta bang your wife, gotta bang your dudes.
And then I can have sex with them.
Yeah.
It's just what the fuck is wrong with you people?
You an official here? Because you have officially given me a boner.
I'm just if every cult leader could just get their fucking libido in fucking order, then they could have all the cults they wanted in the fucking world.
Take over the world.
Right. No, it's
Have
every
you ever?
time. Okay, now we're gonna start all fucking each other. Okay, well, Jesus Christ.
That's the
what are we
craziest
doing?
part. Always ends with like
Right.
them like banging like the dudes.
Yeah, it's like, okay, now we're all gonna bang each other and kill ourselves. Well, now this is not starting to sound like community to me.
I thought this was sort of a potluck type of thing here. Hi, newbie here. I don't know.
Noob here.
I think I walked in the wrong meeting. I think dude, have you ever been approached?
I think, this is the part where I take off.
Yeah, I think this is where I should probably leave. This looks like it's getting beyond what I'm comfortable with.
Getting beyond sort of what I thought the group was about.
Have you ever been approached by those people? Like at Walmart? Every once in a while you get like
by a lot of people before, yeah.
I mean, in Atlanta, you must be getting approached all the time. But like in Walmart, there's like every once in a while you'd be in the aisle and someone will walk up to you and be like, "Hey, listen, we're having a meeting tomorrow. Love to see you there." Like they go through a whole spiel.
Yeah,
it's the fucking creepiest thing in the world, dude. I don't even know what religion these people are. Like,
no,
whatever
it is. I'm good.
This one guy came up to Chandler and I was so baked. And he talked to me. I didn't say a word. I just pointed at her.
Yeah.
He talked to me. I just go. And then he had a full conversation with Chandler, and she was so angry. She's like, "I can't believe you just point. You didn't even say anything. I just got."
Yeah.
The guy was trying to have
my big line is that always gets him is I always go, "I'm not a big joiner. I don't join a lot of things." That usually throws them off, like, because there's no argument against that. Like, what are they? Well, we're different.
Dude, sometimes they really press you too. They're like, "Hey, why don't you sign up?" No. You have signatures? You actually have signatures? You just walked up to random people?
Yeah. Not big in the religious cult stuff.
Dude, the balls on them too. It's crazy. They just walk up to you randomly and just like, "Hey, have you heard about our group?" No. No.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm in flip-flops and sweatpants. You think I heard about shit?
Buddy, I don't give a shit about your group.
I'm trying to survive today.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a shit about your group.
I don't give a fuck about your group.
You gonna give me $1 million?
I'm not a group project guy, if you can't tell.
I'm not a let's make new friends people.
I'm not really a big group project guy. I got called out on that a lot in school. So, yeah.
I don't want to join your group. I hate meeting people in a group for the first time. I hate dude, that first day of work or like the school year when they make you they force you to be friends with these people in the class. God. I fucking hate that so much. It's so annoying. Like, clearly I'm never going to talk to any of you people after I'm done telling you my name and where I'm from.
Yeah, orientation is like the dumbest fucking thing ever.
They try, and you get the biggest tit ever who tries with all that energy trying to make you feel like your buddy.
No, we did orientation at Colgate, and I was late for starters, and then so I found my group on the field because they put us in groups of 20 people. So I had to go find my group because I was
hungover, trying to find my group.
Late, and I had a giant drool of dip spit that had dripped while I was sleeping, dripped down my mouth and dripped all the way down my neck. And so when my roommate Dave Sloan, you remember my roommate Dave?
Oh yeah.
So he was so fucked up that when we both went, he didn't see it on my face. So the orientation group leader was like, "Sir, you have like a line of chocolate dripping down your face." And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, "Oh shit, that's dip spit." Like, it wasn't. And so I got back to my group. I go, "Dave, I had fucking shit all over my face. You didn't even tell me I had dip spit." He goes, "Man, I didn't even look at your face. I was so fucked up. I didn't even see your face."
Oh my God.
like the two of us just sitting in orientation, just like absolutely hungover like this. Just I hate our lives.
I hate everything. I hate everything about this group. I'm Jesse.
Sure, you have some chocolate on your face. She's like, no, that's not.
Do you need help finding your class? Don't talk to me. Don't ever talk.
I need help finding my fucking brain right now. What do you need? Finding my group. My fucking orientation group. I need help finding my location on this planet. Am I in fucking New York? Am I on the college campus right now?
What's your last name? Anthruzia over there. Dude.
I'm trying to figure out what fucking planet I'm on. I have no idea what my name is. I'm trying to. Do I go to this college?
Dude.
I was at Trinity partying with Wisman once, and I woke up in the morning. I didn't know where I was, and so I asked the girl next to me, I go, what college am I at right now? She goes, you're on the Trinity College campus. I go, oh shit, okay, so I must be with Wisman. I gotta go
I
find
backtracked. Looks like I overshot.
College campus I was on.
Looks like I overshot her.
I looked at her and I go, what college campus am I on right now? She goes, you're at Trinity College. I go, okay, so I'm with my buddy Wisman.
One time we were all in this basement at Norwich during orientation week, right? So that's basically fucking, you learn everyone's name, you don't go to class. That's an extra week of vacation. What are you talking about?
That's your first row That's your first 3 absences right there. Just right away.
I love when they give you the absence.
No, dude, they don't even start with the real curriculum for week 2.
My favorite part is you come in the day it starts. You go, yeah, I was just twiddling with classes. I wasn't sure how my schedule's gonna work out.
I think I'm in this class. I
think I'm in this class.
But
yeah, we know. We called your name 3 times. You didn't answer.
Yeah, we called your name on Tuesday and Thursday, and you weren't here. No, I was. I had a few things with the register.
I didn't know if I was gonna have to drop this class.
No, you knew you were gonna be in this one. You purposely missed the class. And now you're making up the excuse coming into next week.
Dude, your roommate Jimmy Kohler would be on the Cape till the day fucking Tesla's 8 a.m.
Yeah, Monday.
They drive up that morning.
Yeah. And he was a med student. He was a fucking med student.
Yeah, now I think about it, he has surgery on
He wasn't even a communications major.
He goes, first the text goes, I'll be there the day the classes start.
I'll be there the day the class starts. No, he wasn't coming in not 1 minute early.
Driving up
the good time.
Dude, we had this girl. Okay, so it's fucking what the fuck's that fucking week called? We just said it like 2 seconds ago. Orientation, right? So we were partying down. It was at the girls' hockey house, but you know, girls' hockey, they kind of had like random roommates sparingly.
Yeah.
And this girl,
when I was there, some of the girls' hockey roomed with girls' soccer, so the two houses were mixed.
Exactly. Soccer, cross country. This girl played. This girl was on cross country. She came down yelling at us. She goes, "It is a school night. How you party?" And the moment she said that, I go, "Oh no, you're not gonna like that response."
The moment you used the phrase "school night,"
school night in college.
I knew what we were in.
There, this girl came down. She unplugged the music. The guys' hockey team and the girls' hockey team were in the basement together, right?
Yeah.
And this girl goes, "It is a school night. What are you doing on orientation week?" And the guy goes, at the moment she's like, "Oh no, you're not gonna like these responses." Like she just got lit up.
Yeah.
People are throwing shit at her and she just leaves.
Yeah.
like
No,
like during
yeah,
orientation
no,
week,
not your
okay?
problem.
Not during finals week, right? Like, and I knew this girl because I worked that.
That's the misalignment of personalities right there. You know exactly what that is.
God! I
That's
looked
the
at her.
party
Go.
person running right
I looked at
into
the girl
pool.
who's. Yeah, I looked at the girl who's living with. I go, it's gonna be a long year.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long year for that person. They want to move out of that building. This
Dude,
is a difference of cultures.
I couldn't believe that girl lived there too, because I worked with her at the grad program, and she was like a fucking tit. Like you know how? Do you remember? Remember at Norwich when they take you through the golf course training program?
Oh.
Or golf cart training program?
Yeah.
They like have to explain like how to like. She was the one that was like taking notes. Like I knew this was a bad scenario walking in.
You're taking notes on how to drive a golf cart. Weird.
We're in so much trouble. You're the one that's crashing, not me. Yeah. You're definitely crashing. I'm perfectly safe. I can give a shit. I'm not paying attention. Perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe.
Grew up on a tractor.
Oh my god. So this is a funny story. My boss was late for a flight once. I was working for a guy, he's a producer, and he was late for a flight once. And he was like at the hotel, and so I picked him up at the hotel, and he was like, I'm gonna miss this flight. He's like, if you don't drive. So I looked at him and I was like, can I break the law? And he said, yeah, you can break the law. So I got him from his hotel to the airport in 10 minutes, which normally takes 45-minute drive. I got him there in 10 minutes. And when we pulled up to the fucking airport, he looks at me like this, and he gets out of the car. And he was like, so you can drive a car. And I was like, yeah, I've basically been on a tractor since I was fucking 10 years old.
Day one. Drive their shit. I couldn't believe when we did driver's ed. I mean, Dad let us drive the car without a license forever.
I was driving the car in Maine when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
2 Percy's by myself with Todd, who was like 4.
They just give you the keys, but just come back.
Yeah, like if you could just drive it down the path and back up.
Yeah, like it's just great, and like we grew around engines, like everything. So this kid, God forbid, I love Rick Turvey. If you're listening to this, please don't take any shots. But
man, fucking take his name.
Nah, he's cool. He's a good shit. We grew up together, so I love him to death. But that kid hit every cone in driver's ed. There were so many cones under his car. When they were doing the reverse, they learned how to do the first. There was like 4 cones just dragging under the thing. They take you to
sliding scale for a lot of people.
They take you to the fairgrounds and they line up the cones. Yeah, they line up the cones, right? And you gotta fucking learn how to parallel park. I honestly, I was blown away because I was like, I don't get like we did it with ease, right? Like, cause we grew up on fucking tractors. Yeah. We grew up with driving the cars. So like putting in a reverse, no problem. Like I was like, this is kind of stupid. So we're gonna be here for a while then. And then I realized like, oh no, these are like some people's first times like doing motor skills, like catching a ball type shit.
Understanding like speed and braking and weight of the car and like how long it takes to brake in a car.
Dude, and they have like tennis balls too to like make sure you don't fuck up. And
the other thing I think is a huge bonus that a lot of people don't talk about is like when we played from the age you can remember, we played video games where you're driving. So the understanding of pushing force and then having to pull back that force and then gap distance and like understanding what it means to like close a gap in space. Like by the time you get in the car, you have so many of those skills already just from playing the games at high speed.
So true. It's like those like NASCAR drivers, kid videos, like ripping like go-karts around. Just like it's
you already
crazy.
have
like
the spatial awareness of like
it's
what
wild. That, like
up.
and I see it. Like I see why Uber's taking off because some of these parents are the biggest pussies ever. So like when their kid gets the car, they're so fucking nervous and like they don't ever let them touch anything growing up till they like are able to drive.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. You should be getting those motor skills in early.
That's day one shit. This is how you build the building blocks.
And now for something completely different.
Snack loads.
Sam and I find snacks for you so you don't have to waste your money.
On shitty snacks. How are you?
On a whole bag of shit snack.
Dude, I want to try
Like
new
my
things,
biggest fan.
but I'm terrified because if it sucks, then you're stuck with it.
When you're poor, the $5 snack is devastating.
Devastating, because that's a $10 snack now.
Yeah, that's brutal. So
Brutal.
all right, this is a company that never disappoints us. This is Haribo. I've never had these. Maybe you have. These are the mini rainbow frogs.
No, that's
Have you seen
awesome
it?
though. I have
Mini
not.
rainbow
That's pretty
frogs.
sweet.
Clearly, I've already
I like how
cracked
small
this
they are
guy.
though. That thing's awesome.
Love the minis. So how about this? They come
Put like
in
1,000 in your hands.
Yeah, strawberry, orange, lemon, and raspberry. And the strawberry is green, which is weird because usually that's
It's
like
an apple.
Yeah. But what I love about them is, like you just said, they're like a Haribo version of a Skittle. So
That's
right?
unreal.
Like,
So you just fire off like 40 in one go.
you fire off like 100 of them in 2 seconds.
Do you remember
like-
Skittles minis?
Yeah, those were crazy.
Dude, they come in that tube. You just fucking put your mouth on it.
Fire out the tube in like 3 bites.
Just fucking sucking down the tube.
Yeah, that tube lasts 3 seconds. Brutal.
It's like
Right, here we
maracas.
go.
I bet those are going to be awesome. You going
These are
individual? Oh, you're like a psychopath.
I'm
You want to know when you're in a red flag scenario when you have 1,000 tiny little things and they're either organized in rows or they're
Right.
picking off individuals.
You know you're dealing with a psycho.
Yeah, that guy.
Now, when they're this small, I just got to do the bundle.
That's normal people do the bundle.
Right. They're really
Cheap.
good. They're classic flavors. I like them small like this, like Skittles, because I think they're just more fun to
Unbelievable.
eat.
Right?
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. You're not going to be disappointed.
Heck yeah. Let's go. All right. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about every pick, so I don't know which one to go first.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. It's a copycat league out there, boys, because Jolly Ranchers has entered the ropes game.
Saw these at fucking Walmart. I was going to get them. Jolly Ranchers getting into the
Dude,
ropes.
they have multiple flavors. Dude, everybody's got ropes. Sweet Tarts. That's the first one, right? I was trying to remember that.
First one was Sweet Tarts. Created.
The Godfather Sweet Tarts. Then I've seen did I see Nerds ropes? I've seen multiple different styles of ropes. Lemonhead a rope we reviewed.
Nerd rope came out before Sweet Tart rope, but it's a different creation. Nerd rope is a very, very thin, clear, gelatinous rope that's been rolled in Nerds to create a bigger size looking rope, and it's much longer. Whereas the Sweet Tarts rope was a new variation of licorice, basically.
Yeah.
And so then everybody started piling on the ropes franchise. They got Lemonheads ropes. They got Jolly Rancher ropes.
Skittles ropes. Yeah. Starburst has ropes.
Starburst has a rope now, yeah.
Dude, it's a copycat league. Ever since that one took off, the original Sweet Tarts ropes has changed the game.
Really changed the game. I mean, it basically made a new type of
The West Coast offense. Everybody's gonna fucking. It's like Steph Curry with the threes. Everyone's just jacking up threes now.
I love it. But it's licorice material with the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we've been waiting for because licorice, they own the rope game, but licorice sucks.
And licorice material is different than jelly, and it's different than gummy. It's like it crumbles a little bit different in the mouth, and it's got a little bit thicker, like pieces, like dissolved pieces. Licorice is like a little bit bigger. Dissolved
You know, it's
pieces.
pretty funny. I've been studying Dad in his snack game. His snack game, mind you, he's old as fuck now. He's born in '53. His snack game is straight out of the 60s because he likes the peanuts. He likes liquor. It's like all the shit candy because the technology wasn't really there. So everything's like super bitter, super shitty. But like that was like all they had, right? So like all the candy he knows is like straight out of like the fucking like those fruit fucking gross ass things.
Yeah.
It's like
fruit jellies.
Yeah, the fruit jellies, dude. They're gross. They're like covered in sugar. But you eat them, like fuck. But it's like
no nuance,
dude. No nuance, detail. But like no detail. Like just like I feel so bad for people growing up in that generation because that was like the top of the top candy. That was like like next to that and chocolate. That's like the pinnacle of candy. Yeah. So like
Orange
I totally
jelly.
get like
I don't think the gummies had come out yet. It was still jellies. So like
I feel like when did gummies come out? Like in the
gummy
80s?
bear came out, I think. I don't know the exact date, but
dude, his fucking candy taste is like. Remember what's that fucking candy thing that's like from the 1800s that we have? It's like Alberneggy or fucking
Alberneggy, buddy. You don't even know. What's about to Washburn.
Washburns, that's what it's called. But like that's the candy. Like that's the candy they grew up on.
The original hard candy since 1856. Washburn.
Yeah, Washburn. So like your choices were hard candy.
Just like absolute hard candies.
Like that was your only choices. You had hard candy or you had these terrible fucking shitty like soft chews, licorice, like no options. Like you had to have a palate of like leather. But it's just so funny because
Washburn has a Twitter.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, you see the Civil War and now you got a Twitter. So how about that?
They got oh my God, this is the most old person thing in the world. They put a fucking LinkedIn logo on there. They have a LinkedIn logo. Oh my God.
Probably have a mail address too.
Oh my God, that is so funny. They put Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter.
Imagine that. You open the company up, Civil War, and now you've lived long enough to see Twitter.
Quality candy.
Like it's just so funny because Dad's candy is like it's completely different to what we're used to.
Oh yeah.
Like I like it's and like we grew up on that too because that's all we knew.
Yeah, we're just the evolution.
You know what I like? Big thick pieces.
Ooh, blue and red.
Blue and red, but see how thick these fuckers are?
Are they? Yeah, they're thicker than a normal rope.
Thick. I love how thick they are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Unbelievable.
I forget what Jolly Rancher Blue is. Is that like a blue raz?
Blue raspberry.
Yeah.
Dude.
Is it
I
good?
love the texture. Yeah, it's unbelievable. This one's like, these are pretty good because this is more of a licorice texture. The ropes, have a little more of like a smooth coating to them. This has like a licorice feel, like the coating on the outside. I feel like I'm chewing licorice.
Okay.
So like the old school licorice taste with the rope filler fill.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I almost like these better than sweet tart just because they're thicker.
Yeah. Is it tart?
Oh yeah, it's tart.
Yeah. I love the tartness on the ropes. Because it's not so tart like a Sour Patch, but it still pulls up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the ropes are the OG, so you can't have this beat the OG, but
loving the
ropes. 9.2.
Okay, nice. 9.2. That's pretty good.
Get the whole thing right in front of you.
Yeah. I have another licorice company. So I'm not sure for all the people who aren't snack connoisseurs like Sam and I, if you don't know, the country of Australia is very well known for making great licorice. They have a bunch of different companies over there, and all the licorices that I've ever had from there taste like really great, really amazing, lots of flavor, different flavors, right? So here's one of those companies. This is called Daryl Lee.
Oh, I love that.
From Australia. And this is kind of, it's funny that you just had a rope. This is kind of like a rope that's been just like cut up scissors, right? These are like, they call them licorice bites, right?
I love the licorice bites. I'm a big fan of licorice bites.
I'm a huge fan of any licorice that comes from Australia because it's always
that place in Maine was unfucking believable.
That's what I was talking about. All those licorice places. So this is a different company. Looks like.
Wow, I love the big fat. I'm a big fat licorice guy.
Oh yeah.
What's the flavor?
Strawberry. And these guys have been around since 1927.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
From Australia. Made in Australia.
Down under.
Down under. I'm going to give this a 9.3. Out of 10. I love it.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
All right. Got a lot of gummies on this show this week. This one, you've actually done something similar. This is a different flavor. Sour Patch Glow Ups Strawberry Watermelon. Because I think you did like I don't think you've done the watermelon one, right?
No, I don't think so.
As the cat. The cat's even involved. Cat in the wall. He wants some. All right, let's see. Ooh. All right. I like it's got some sparkles to it.
Oh. Got some glitter on that bad boy?
I like some glitter. Look at that.
Oh,
a little glitter action. You can see the little flakes.
That's a glow in the dark, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. That must be what glows in the dark then, right?
Yeah, probably. I just didn't have a black light. Well, you probably need the black light, but we don't have one. Oh, you have one. You don't need to try it now.
Oh boy, that flavor's really good. Holy shit!
It's watermelon.
Yeah, tastes just like a Sour Patch watermelon.
Yeah,
with strawberry. That's a real. Who gives a shit about the glow in the dark part? These are unbelievable. Wow. Dude, I don't see shit glowing.
I don't think you're gonna be able to see it unless you have like an actual black light.
That's a really. They need to fucking. Oh, with edible confetti that glows under black light. All right, there you go. That's awesome.
That's what you're eating.
Sick.
Glow in the dark.
These are really good. This is like if you took a Sour Patch watermelon and added strawberry to it.
Yeah.
These could be the best flavor combo ever. I'm gonna give you a. That's a 9.8. These are really good.
Wow.
These are really good.
That's pretty high for you.
Toss those around very often. But the strawberry watermelon. I like these better than the original. These are unbelievable.
Yeah, I love Sour Patch. It's like one of my favorite candies of all time.
Yeah. I love Sour Patch watermelon.
Yeah. All right, my next one. So there was this competition. Lay's had a competition. I didn't know that. And they asked people in the social media world to come up with flavors, and then they would pick out the best ones, put them on the shelf, and then out of those 3 flavors, whichever one sold the most, they would make a real flavor, right?
Sick.
So here's the first one. The first one is bacon grilled cheese.
What? Holy shit.
Lay's bacon grilled cheese. Flavor finalist. Limited edition.
I'm so jealous.
I know. I'm really curious what this is going to be like. Okay, smells like a normal like Lay's bag of chips, but I want to get one with like good coverage on it. Okay, ready? Bacon grilled cheese.
How's it smell?
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. This is good, and I'll tell you why it's subtle. Like, you can really taste the bacon, and you really, right in the front, you get a lot of that, like, cheese dust that would be, like, on a Pringle, right?
Okay.
So you're getting the cheese dust on a Pringle, and then on the back end, you're getting, like, the saltiness, and the bacon comes in on the back.
Oh,
so it's
really?
it's pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to like bacon to like these. There's a lot of bacon in this flavor. Okay?
How's the cheese, though? Does it taste like a grilled cheese, or does it just taste like cheese?
I mean, it's hard to get that like grilled cheese bread flavor in there, but it's really bacony. So it's like mild cheese and then bacon.
Fuck, I would love to be a taste tester for.
Really good. If you like bacon, I would definitely go get these. These are interesting. I'm gonna need to like eat the whole bag to see if like.
What about with that French onion dip? How good would that taste?
It would be really good. You gotta like bacon. See, I find the thing is like bacon flavoring is one of those things where if you don't like that bacon flavoring, you're gonna really not like anything else. So if you like that bacon flavoring,
so they layered on the bacon.
It's gonna mix with everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon grilled cheese. I'm gonna give it a 9. For me, 9.0.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. I got a classic. I'm curious, though. I'm a little worried because, as Jesse knows, he's known me for too long. I'm a questionable on these creamsicle popsicles, but Albanese sherbet gummy ice pops, dude.
Oh my god, where did you find those?
Actually,
I've never
that's a
seen
Chandler.
those before ever.
That is a Chandler find. She just presented this to me today.
I've literally never seen those in my life.
Never seen them, and they look just like a popsicle, which is awesome.
That's
just
gotta
like
be
a
new. I didn't even know that existed.
Dude, look, just like a popsicle.
Yeah. Like the
So
old
cool.
school popsicle you make
Dude,
in your
old
freezer.
school. Where you can make like fucking forts out of the little wood thing.
Let me tell you too, the Albanese flavors are so fucking good.
So fucking good. I'm a little scared though, because like
a little softer too.
I'm not a big like creamsicle guy, you know?
Not a big cream flavored guy.
So it's an uphill battle. Don't take this to heart. I love everything Albanese. I love the company. I'll work for the company. You need a guy? I'll work for you.
I'll be swimming in a pool of Albanese.
I'll be swimming. I'll be your greatest worst employee because I'll be eating half the product. I'll sell half the product. I'll be eating half the product.
Absolutely. What are the flavors on the back?
Oh my god. Doesn't really say the flavors on the back.
That's interesting. They're usually
Just says sherbet gummy ice pops.
Huh.
Oh, here we go. Orange, lime, strawberry. All right, beautiful. I love this. You know what this reminds me of? Gosh, like old fruit snack.
Yeah. You know, if they're saying the word sherbet, that's different than cream. So that could be okay.
I wonder which one sherbet is. It must
sherbet
be this
is
one.
the ice. It's the ice one, right? Like the ice cream?
Oh, yeah. Classic Albanese crushes it on the flavor.
Nice. It's good flavor.
Great for that must have been a strawberry. I'm curious to know what sherbet is. Lime. Unreal. All right. Let me see if I can find an orange here. Yeah, that one tastes just like a creamsicle.
Oh, okay. So you got a little cream on the orange one.
Yeah. But again, I'm not a big creamsicle guy, but it's actually Albanese. The flavor's amazing.
We're big cream guys.
So like, obviously the sour gummy bears, top notch. Can't beat that. But these are good. I love the shapes. I love what you're doing. Big shapes, very juicy.
I
Can't
love
go
this
wrong.
trying new stuff because Albanese used to be a company that just made 2 different bags, and that's all they made ever for like 20 years.
Yeah,
and
they kept
now
it right.
they've started making new bags because the market is just getting too big.
Dipping their toes. Dipping their toes a bit. I like it.
I love it.
I'm going to give you guys an 8.6. 8.6.
8.6. Albanese. Love an Albanese. Do you have any more?
Yeah. So, last one.
I got one more.
You got one more?
Yeah.
There you go.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So this is another flavor in the Lay's competition. The Lay's Do Us a Flavor finalist. And this one is on a crinkle chip, not a flat chip. This is the wavy Korean-styled fried chicken.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
I bet it's really going to taste good.
Yeah. But every Korean place that I've ever gone to that has fried chicken,
All different.
They all taste a little different. So
no consistency. All.
Well, they just have their own version of it. So I'm curious to see how this thing is. And I'm not huge on a crinkle chip without dippage, but
yeah, the crinkle's made for the dip.
Yeah. Wow. So it smells kind of gingery a little bit.
I like ginger.
Pretty good coverage.
Those are big crinkles, huh?
Okay. That's unbelievable. This is like
French onion dip. How good is that going to taste?
This would be unbelievable with French onion dip. There's a little bit of teriyaki in here, a little bit of sweetness. There's a little bit of spice, so it's not
ginger.
It's not burning my mouth. Yeah, maybe ginger or pepper. It's not burning my mouth, but there's a little bit of like not spice but tingle in there.
A zing.
And do you remember the flavor from the beef ramen?
Yeah.
It's like they dumped a packet of that in there.
Fuck, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, so you're
Dude,
getting
even more psycho. I don't even use the water. I pour the water out. I have the noodles in a bowl, and I pour the fucking salt shit on it, and I stir it up. It tastes unbelievable.
That's hilarious that's the way you make, because that's the exact way I do, and Shannon calls me crazy.
It's so good.
That's
I fucking hate the water.
I don't use any water.
No, I use the water to boil the noodles. I pour that shit right out.
I may put like 1 spoonful of
them
water
wet.
just to dissolve the thing a little bit.
Exactly. I need the powder
move around.
To get a little wet. It's
Yeah.
got to touch all the noodles, so I need a little wetness. You can't have it completely dry, but you can't have a fucking.
Get the noodles, the powder around.
Sickos that just pour the water in. You sick fucks.
Just dilute all the seasoning, but okay.
Dude, it's so good too. It's so good.
Much better. Yeah.
So much better that way.
So yeah,
I turned Chandler on. She didn't even know.
Yeah, sometimes you put a little bit of water in there so that you're not like hitting it at full force, but I go full dice.
Yeah, mine's pretty dry. Mine's wet. Mine's wet, but there's no maybe a teeny bit of water.
Maximum 1 spoonful water. That's it.
Yeah, if any.
If any. But these are delicious. You're getting a lot of chicken. You're getting a lot of that beefy ramen bulgogi kind of flavor.
And
so
just
sesame
like
oil.
those ramen noodles.
Yeah. A lot of sesame oil. A lot of.
Fuck, that's gonna be good.
I'm telling if you like Korean, fuck the chicken part. If you just like Korean food or Korean barbecue or those kinds of flavors, you are gonna love this chip. It's a little sweet too. Like I said, it's got some teriyaki, so there's a little sweetness on it. Here's the other thing. I remember wavy Lays being much tougher and harder to bite into. These feel just
softer?
as light. Yeah, they feel just as light as when this breaks in your mouth. Like the wavy isn't making it feel like a harder chip. Do you remember they used to feel like harder chips?
Yeah, you have to really chomp into it.
Yeah, this is like light.
Dissolves.
It breaks in your mouth like one of these.
Crinkles. Yeah. I like that. I like not having to really, because the wavies could like cut your lip, like your gums.
Too difficult. I'm gonna give these a 9.5. I love this.
Fuck yeah. I gotta find a pack. I think it's gonna taste really good. All right, I got a liquid.
Jesus.
Lipton Fusions lemonade iced tea. Getting into the Arnold Palmer game here.
Ooh, Lipton trying to get into the Arnie game.
What are you doing? Arnold Palmer alert.
Trying to start an Arnie war.
There's some beef because so this one is pineapple mango lemonade. All pretty sweet flavors, but who knows when you mix them together?
Pineapple mango, great together.
Smells just like, I don't smell any lemonade. All I smell is pineapple and then heavy mango at the end.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna taste fucking awesome. Oh yeah. I don't taste any lemonade. All I taste is pineapple and mango. It tastes
That's
just
what I was
like
gonna say. It's like pineapple and mango are such
so
like
strong.
hard, strong flavors. Lemonade is kind of light.
I'd love to know who tastes the lemonade because there's zero. All I taste is it tastes like just drinking pineapple juice. So it's like a fucking mixer.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is pretty awesome. I don't know what the sugar.
What's the sugar content on that?
Yeah, 24. So not bad.
24% or 24 grams?
Grams.
What's the percentage on that?
9%.
Only 9%.
24 grams. But is that per?
That's not bad.
Can.
That's
this
actually
would
not
be
that bad.
unfucking believable as a mixed drink.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a good time. If you've ever, honestly, you could probably skip the Lipton. If you've ever had pineapple mango juice, you're gonna love it because it tastes identical to that.
Yeah.
Which I love. So, I'll give you a 8.6.
All right, 8.6. Nice.
Lipton Fusions.
Yeah, Lipton, that's kind of a weird company. They were big when we were little, and then they kind of went down with Snapple, and then how everybody else Arizona kind of stayed strong. I don't know. The iced tea game is kind of a weird game.
It goes like this. It jumps up. Snapple was so big growing up. Now it's nothing. Now it's like yerbas.
Yeah. Now everybody's into the yerba now. And natural teas. So, yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of room for corporate tea. I feel like the tea people, the tea community, they like natural shit. So they just pay the extra for the natural companies.
And they're so consistent. They just do the same thing every time.
Yeah.
I feel like you're really trying to wedge your way into the brisk area because that's the only way you could have separate yourself from a tea.
Are we doing this? Oh, is this happening now?
Yeah, want to?
Great, I'd love to.
Couch sesh.
Couch sesh.
Couch sesh. Here we go. This is where Jesse and I find TV shows and movies for you to stream, so your bitch ass doesn't have to. How are you?
You don't have to watch the shit.
I got 2. What do you have? How many you got?
I just got the 1, but I think you got it too. So.
All right, so I'll start with my first one.
Yeah.
This one streaming on Amazon Prime. I saw it a long time ago when I was a little kid, and I remember it, but I didn't really. I literally haven't seen it since probably when it came out, the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. It's called oh fuck, what's the name of it? 2 for the price of 1. It's not that.
2 for the money.
Yeah, 2 for the money. It's Matthew McConaughey and and fucking Al Pacino.
Networks don't talk about it. Government can't tax it. But sports betting is a $200 billion a year business.
Hello.
Congratulations, you went 9-2 last Sunday. This is Walter Abrams. I run the biggest sports service in the country.
This is a joke, right?
No joke. I want you to come to New York and work for me.
Whoa! The Marlboro Man here.
Hey, Lee, that's me 30 years ago, right? He's a little taller. I'll give him that. We'll build an empire around you. We're gonna start by giving you a new name. John Anthony, the $1 Million Man.
Al Pacino is one of the coolest, most underrated movies of all time.
Awesome. I watched
Such
it last
a fun
night.
movie.
Sick. So, dude, Al Pacino kills it.
Kills it as like the betting god.
A young Matthew McConaughey.
Young. Yeah, how about that scene where he's fucking ripping off the fucking curl?
Dude, all he does is work out and crush sports bets, Al Pacino. Yeah. And he's ripped to shit.
I feel like that movie would do well now because the betting is like such
perfect timing to watch it because now everything's legal.
Now that everything's legal, like it would be much more like we should write a movie. Actually, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. You want to write a betting movie?
Fuck yeah. 2 for the price of 1, part 2.
Yeah.
Everything's legal.
2 for the money.
2 for the money. Oh yeah, it's just the price one.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that
what is it on?
So you can watch it on Amazon Prime for free. Best part is Al Pacino shows on the TV screen. He goes, "You know what this is? This is Sunday night." He goes, "You know what the most watched game is in the week?" He goes, "Monday," because you know why? Everybody's trying to make up their bets from Sunday, so they don't have to pay their bookie on Tuesday.
Dude, like they have some sick one-liners about betting.
Dude, Al Pacino in his prime too, such a fucking
prime
badass.
time Al Pacino.
I mean, that guy's always in his prime, but like he's like young.
Right after the Casino, like Goodfellas era.
Yeah, and like Matthew McConaughey played at Arizona State, tore. I don't want to give too much away, but fucked up. Now he doesn't play anymore. Now he's a gambler. He's unbelievable at gambling.
Yeah.
Sick.
No, I think it's really.
Dude, you gotta watch it. Dude, I haven't I only watched it once.
I'm gonna watch it so that I can write a version of it for us.
And the funny part is now that you said the gambling thing, that's all I thought about when I was watching that. It's like, man, now that gambling's legal, it hits so hard.
Yeah.
Because before, like you always knew there was sports gambling, but there's only one place in the country that could do it. It was Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, or Atlantic City, but
yeah, or some fucking your bookie, right? So like now that it's legal, you see what he was talking about and how accurate it is.
Right.
It's crazy. Still to this day, that shit still holds up, and that was like fucking 20 plus years ago.
So good. I'd love it. I'm
good.
gonna write a movie about a guy who is like the guy who calls the line in Vegas. That's what we should do.
Yeah, and Al Pacino's like, and then you know who's also in it? Jeremy Piven.
Oh, I forgot about Jeremy Piven plays the
rival-ish guy.
The jealous guy.
The jealous guy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because that was like pre-Entourage.
Yeah, pre-Entourage. It's sort of like the basis for his character in Entourage. Almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you see like a young Jeremy Piven.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I was fucking loving it.
I think it's so funny.
One thing is,
a lot of people don't know about it.
They fucked up on the casting of Al Pacino's wife because she kind of sucks, but that's all right.
Not everybody's gonna be great all the time.
Hey, you're not gonna hit. Yeah, you gotta pay Al Pacino. You gotta pay Connie. You gotta pay Piven. What do you get left for money? That's what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
Where we can cut corners.
All right, my first one is something that my wife got me into. I don't really know it. It's The Secret Lives of Mormon Moms. Mom Talk
has been a blur. Mom Talk has become a nationwide trend.
I never imagined everything to blow up like this, but it's a double-edged sword.
You're opening up yourself and your family to all kinds of drama.
Can I have a hug?
You can have a handshake.
Where is everyone at?
Whitney wants back in Mom Talk.
Everything feels kind of fake about it. I'm trying to protect Mom Talk.
I don't feel like inviting the devil back in.
That show. and it's on
Mormon Wives, right?
Hulu. I don't know if it's the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives or the Secret.
One of those
So the group,
motherfuckers.
they call themselves Mom Talk.
Oh yeah.
Because they were Mormon moms who started dancing on TikTok.
It's addictive.
And there's a bunch of like drama that goes on in the group and stuff. And so Shannon's got me. I started watching it. It's all right. I mean, if you like, you know, cheap drama, that's what it is.
You like smut? Right down the pipe.
Grab yourself back in these new legs.
Yeah. Dude, white women and smut TV is unbelievable.
If you just like, want something like mindless and just like put it on, I'm telling you, man, some of these reality people, they get crazy for the cameras, right?
Yeah.
So, just kind of like the show you did last week, the Polly show.
Oh yeah, Polly Family. How are you?
Polly Family, kind of like that, where you're like looking at a group of like odd people doing something weird.
So my last one. This is a classic. Everyone's seen it, but I don't know. It hit more watching it as an adult and understanding where this franchise has gone.
What a time to be alive.
So streaming on Disney Plus, The Empire Strikes Back.
Skywalker and Han Solo rescued the princess, destroyed the Death Star, but their story didn't end there. Now, the creators of the biggest smash hit of all time bring you the next episode in the Star Wars saga, The Empire Strikes Back.
That's the one.
The Empire Strikes Back, right.
And the best part is
one in the first batch.
Second one, and put yourself in this mindset. It was filmed in the 80s, so it's classic 80s costumes, which is awesome, right? But then, like, when I'm watching this, I'm thinking, like, at this time, like, we grew up where these movies were already out, so we already knew that Skywalker, that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's dad. But, like, imagine being in the 80s when that movie came out. You had no idea, and then they dropped that fucking bomb. Like, how crazy that must have been.
Yeah, and even crazier was that people didn't go crazy for movies like that back then. So the first one was Jaws, and everyone was, like, going
shitting themselves
about Jaws. And then the next one that came along was Star Wars, and everyone thought, this one's not going to work the same as Jaws because this is a kids movie, and kids movies, yeah, Jaws was great, but that was for adults, and that's why that did well. Kids movies, they don't necessarily do as well as those movies, so we'll see how this does. And Star Wars fucking blew up. It blew the fucking top off. And then, so when they made this second one, the anticipation for Empire Strikes Back was off the fucking moons. Anticipated.
Oh, really?
Because Jaws came out, and then because Star Wars 1 came out. So now, this was like, people were like, the new age of movies, like
freaking
people were going to the movie theater and they were excited. So when they found out that he was his dad in the second one, in the middle of this movie fever, it was like, that's what made George Lucas the epic thing that he is.
Because I looked it up. That movie was the top grossing movie of that year, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Because, like, I think about it constantly. I'm like, okay, so the first one was, like, in the late 70s. This one came out early 80s. And then, imagine the cliffhanger. You have to wait, like, 5 more years to find out, like, they beat all these guys. Like, crazy.
Yeah, and they didn't even know if there was going to be, like, you have to remember, these were just books that George Lucas stumbled upon. He was making it up. He's like George R. Lucas. He was making this stuff up as it was happening.
Yeah, on the fly, which is crazy.
He had to write the third script because the second movie did so fucking well. He was like, oh shit, I got to create more. Like,
yeah. Which is like, all I think about is like, yeah, we get kind of spoiled because we know how like it all like happens. Like, but like, and this, when you put yourself in that time frame, when you're just finding out, like, I can't even imagine how people must have been shitting themselves when Darth Vader told me he was his son. And then, like,
I think it's
Han Solo gets frozen.
When you watch something in, like, Game of Thrones and, like, the Red Wedding, when they kill everybody, and you're like...
Yeah. Just like, what happened?
I think it's the same kind of thing where they must have just been, like, his father and everyone coming out of the theater, like, did you see the fucking ending? Oh, my God.
Like, what are they gonna do now?
Right. But like we only had to wait a week, and they had to wait 5 years.
Yeah, like we knew, like the moment you're born, you know, fucking Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's kid.
Well,
and then like you see like the Star Wars universe, and it's crazy how well that movie still holds up within the universe.
Yeah. I think when something is made well, it holds up. Even if you don't like the topic, even if you don't like the special effects, even if you don't like, if it's a good story and it's a good topic,
Yeah. It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. Well done. Unbelievable. It's got the classic 80s. I love the 80s look to it, too. Like all the costumes straight out of the 80s.
And the hairstyles.
The hairstyles. Like
the hair really tells you everything.
Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable. But, all right. Great epi.
Well, for all of us here at Channel 4 News, I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
And thanks for stopping by.